Hey, everybody.
Tag friends, no way. Go that, do that. No, I am.
Hey, everybody. Hey, how you doing?
Let's see how it looks.
That's cool.
That's how it looks.
Okay, it's working. Let's go.
I know, it's just, hey, George. No, I was just trying to figure it out.
It's there. It's there.
No, I'm just saying it. I was just looking, that's
Yeah,
all.
because I put it down there.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying it's showing, look, I'm saying it's showing all of it.
Yes, of course.
Whereas up there, it's not.
Yes.
Whatever. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Brian Crenshaw Sr.
That's why I put the thing back there.
Lord Jesus. Hey, everybody. Hey, George. How y'all doing? Anyway, Lord have mercy. You're making this hard for me.
I'm not.
You're making this hard for me. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? How things going? How y'all feeling? Y'all enjoying the snow? Y'all. Hey, Lady Tracy.
What?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Tell me how y'all doing. How y'all feeling?
How y'all feeling?
We switched seats tonight. No, we didn't switch seats.
No.
TJ trying to do something different tonight.
We trying to upgrade. It's 2020. 2020.
Yeah, today is February the 2nd, the 20th, 2020, 2020. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing great tonight. We are excited about our topic. She said I was trying to hide. You can't hide when you click on the live. Hey, Trivia. I hope everybody's doing great. How's everybody feeling? Show some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Let me know. Text. Tell me how you feeling. How has your week been? How are you doing? You doing okay?
I am good, especially today. I am doing excellent.
And he's doing excellent because he got to stay home today.
No, that's not the reason why I'm doing great.
That's the reason why you're doing excellent.
That is the reason why I'm doing great.
Hey, Ho. That is the reason why. So I had to go to work today, and while they were home. So how many got to stay home today? How many had to go to work today? Because I know I had to go to work today.
Is it me, or do I detest the twinge of jealousy?
The Booth said they are all better because they have no more flu in the Booth household. Yes.
Boo.
Yes. So how many enjoyed the snow? Did anybody get stuck in any traffic? It came down nice and pretty, I must say, but now it's about to freeze over. So everybody be careful for those who are going out tomorrow morning.
Which will be Sherrie.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. Did anybody have any power outages? Because I know we did. Our power went out for a couple of hours. So, I tell you, boy, this new generation, these babies, honey, they were feeling some type of way that the power went out. TJ went to sleep. And so I was trying to do things with the girls so they could have fun and do just family time. And they were struggling. They were struggling. And then as soon as the power came back on, them chicks, like, the praise God, like, they ain't had no light, just all over the place. Yes. I was like, oh, my God, this is bad. Trivia said we went to work today, but staying home tomorrow. Hall said he's doing better. That's great.
Y'all went to work today?
No.
Suckers.
They said they went to work today in the office.
Okay.
Hey, Bundy.
Okay.
So, yeah, stay home today. How many had to go to work?
Yeah, how many had to go to work today?
Hey, Bishop. Lord Jesus. But our power went out. I don't know about anybody else, but our power went out tonight.
We still had the Holy Ghost power. It was still there. But the man's power. Yeah. Bishop said blessings.
So I hope everybody have a great week. So we're going to kind of jump into our discussion for tonight. As a woman, I can speak mostly for the females up here. And for those that are up here, look, my gray hair sticking out.
Baby, it is what it is. Sorry.
It is what it is.
You were talking. You said what now?
Now, we as women, we have a lot to say. We always have a lot to say. There's plenty to say.
You talk too much. Homeboy, you never shut up.
Tracy said, I'm here for the comments. So tonight this week I came up with the topic, what do men want? It just kind of laid on my heart to talk about it. But I wanted to do it with TJ. Normally when you have those type of topics, you do it just, the men just come up here and they have their own chat or whatever. The fellas talk or whatever. But I wanted the women to be up here as well. Because honestly, we as women, we have a lot to say. And we have no problem voicing our opinion. We have no problem telling you what we want, how we want it, when we want it.
The horny bitch.
Hey Danny, hey Cameron, and for my ladies that are up here, they know what I'm talking about. Can I get an amen? But sometimes, as men, we are totally two different species, and but men have a lot to say, but a lot of times they just don't say it to us.
That's right, home.
They don't say it to us, and the thing
we
is,
do say it, y'all. We just don't say it verbally.
I just said that.
Mm-hmm.
I just said that.
And I was agreeing with you.
But the thing is, what I've learned, what I've seen, from doing Thursday Love and a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna finish talking in a minute. But don't do that.
You said it. Y'all have a lot to talk about. That's right.
But what I think, women always on Facebook, social media, women always talk about what they want. They want a good man. They want a chocolate man. They want a light skinned man. They want a man with money. They want a man that holds their own. Women always talk about what type of man they want. You know what I'm saying? That he got to be good in the bed, or he got to be good at this, he got to be good at that. We always say what we want. But tonight, I would love to hear from the men. I want to hear when they're looking for their wife, or they're looking for their girl. When you were looking for your wife, and you got your wife now. But if you're dating, or for those that are single, like Charles or whoever's up here that's single or whatever, you're looking for a woman. That special love in your life. What do you look for? What is it that you're looking for? And I'm not just talking about the physical attributes, but I'm talking about all of it. What is it that you're looking for? Because some people are attracted to certain people who are intellectual. I was looking up the definition, the word for it, the technical term for it, and I can't pronounce it. It's called sapiosexual. If I think I pronounced that right, sapiosexual.
That's right, Hall. So talkative.
It's basically, you're attracted to someone's mind. You're attracted to their intelligence. And I thought that was so neat.
Somebody Google it.
I might have been saying it totally wrong.
She said, please enlighten me.
Danielle said, please enlighten me. So, so tonight, for those that are up here, you know what I'm saying? For those who want to chime in, just tell me, what is it that, for the men that are up here? I mean, when you were looking for your wife, when you were looking for the one that you wanted to be with, what were you looking for?
Honestly, so this is going to sound weird, right? Hold on, y'all. I'm looking up something at the same time.
You just go ahead and talk.
This is going to sound weird. So, I'm a light-skinned dude, right? I was looking for a...
I said it right.
I was looking for...
that's the wrong one.
I was looking for a brown-skinned lady.
Brown skin.
Brown skin, dark skin. That's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, but I didn't want to marry a light-skinned girl. Because I was like, I'm already light-skinned. She light-skinned. Nobody can better see us. So, at least she dark-skinned.
Sapiosexual.
Charles got it.
Yeah, it's sapiosexual. So I said it right. Yeah.
Thanks, Charles. Yeah, so I was looking for a dark-skinned woman.
So you was looking for what else were you looking for?
Okay, don't get mad when I say
I'm not going to get mad.
So I was looking for a dark-skinned woman. I was looking for for a female that was in music, that could sing, that could do all of that. What else? She had to have been fine, of course, which that's there. What else I'm looking for? I was looking for somebody with a fight, with a drive. Like I knew, I knew that I have a lot of tenacity. I'm stubborn in certain areas, but I needed someone who could hold me up. You know what I'm saying? Like in prayer, somebody who would challenge me. Somebody who would challenge me to get... Now, that challenge part, I exceeded out because you challenge to the point where you get on my nerves.
I love you too.
Because sometimes you, I can't say overbearing, but sometimes you are, you go too far.
Okay.
There we go. You go to the extreme.
I'll take it.
Which I have let you know that.
Yes.
But yeah, someone who challenged me. Someone who with a great sense of humor. Great sense of humor. Mm-hmm. And more importantly, y'all, here's the deal. Somebody that got along with my family. Because see, my family is different. when my grandfather them was alive, and the way my family is, like, you really have to. Them jokers drill you. Like, they don't care who you are, male, female. When you come into the family, them jokers sit you down and they drill you.
Yes,
so I warned Sherrie. I was like, look, this is what to expect. Because I didn't know. I was like, man, either I'm gonna leave my grandmother's house, either I'm leaving with a girlfriend or I'm leaving single. And that chick got there, man. They started, grilling her and asking her questions, and she hit them jokers dead on. I was like, yo, I got something here. Because Sherrie used to play ball. So, and mine's a little different because, like, I've been knowing Sherrie since my sophomore year in high school. So I had an infatuation, what you want to call a fascination with her ever since then. So I didn't know how life.
I said I wanted a white woman.
Yo, hey, look, here's my deal, right? Here's the thing.
I'm sorry, I saw that.
This is gonna sound bad, right?
Hey, Mario.
This is gonna sound bad. Here was my original intent. My original intent was I was going to Miami and get me a Dominican Republic. Dominican. That's what I was going for.
Stop saying that. It was the Dominican Republic.
But I was going to Miami and I was going to get me a Dominican girl because them jokers loyal. Either they're gonna stay with your family or they're gonna kill you. One of the two. So they they loyal. So my first choice was Dominican Republic. Dominican was my first one. My second option. What's up, Camel? Did you go to Applebee's? My second option was an Asian. My next option.
Oh, Lord.
What was my next option? My next option was an Indian.
Lord Jesus. Mary said.
Then it was a white girl. And then my last option.
Lord Jesus.
This gonna sound bad,
everybody's black.
My last option was a black girl.
Lord have mercy. Mary said Thomas wanted someone that reminded him of his mother. We were both in criminal justice field. Wow. Maybe reminded of his mother. You mean like more so what she did or what she do for a living? I'm just asking. George said definitely had to be assertive and goal driven. Hey, Alton. Bundy said that's how it should always be. Take him to the family first.
Yeah, but my family.
Kamala said no.
Oh, you'll get it next year. Maybe you'll get Red Roberts, Kamala.
Yeah, Hall said that when Clarice met his mother and grandma for the first time.
Bundy, be nice, Bundy. Look, I got Bundy. I got Indian blood in me. My grandparents were Cherokees, so I got some Indian blood in me. They will want me.
Yeah, I mean, for those
all those black folk, we got Indian blood.
Here we go again. For those that are up here, for those that are chimed in, for those that are joining us, we're talking about what do men want. Just wanted to hear the thoughts from my guys on tonight.
What's up, Ryan?
When you were looking for that relationship, when you were looking for that woman, for some of y'all are already married, some of y'all are already dating, that's fine. For those who are single, it's okay. What do you look for? What do men look for? What is it that you want? What is not just the physical attributes, but I know that's the first thing most guys is the physical attributes, because they're right now they talking about complexion or whatever or ethnicity.
I don't care
but
what
I'm
y'all
just
say.
saying,
Every man
what is
look
it?
at his woman
And then we're gonna talk about relationship. What is it that a man wants once he's in a relationship? What do he want? But I'm just saying, what is like the first things that you're looking for before you even get into the relationship? What do men want?
And I know some men, I'm just putting it out there. Some men are butt, some men are breast women. I was looking for a woman with a butt, and you had
talking about that on the live.
Look, we married. We married. Dang it, I don't care. I was looking for the woman that she had to have a butt. I don't care. When I put my hands in the abyss, I needed my hands to sink. She had to have a butt. Lord. And you got that. So God is gracious.
Okay, George said, honestly, I wanted a bad girl. Oh, mission to come. Treva, you a bad girl.
He wanted a little Kim.
Chucky said
this. You got to be kidding to show it, George.
Chucky said this sounds cliche, but I've got to have someone who is truly whole and knows and loves herself. She so her loving our time together, but doesn't mean she needs me. She seeks God for herself and walks with purpose. Just being in a relationship together is not enough. What's the purpose of being together? Okay, I want to comment on that, Chuck. Okay, so you want a lady that's whole and knows herself and loves herself. So, now, I get that. No, you go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So
Tom. I'm sorry.
We've always this is.
Paul said encouragement.
I don't have a degree in marriage counseling, whatever the case is. But we always say, and they say it in the church a lot, whole. You want somebody who's whole. Are we ever, honestly, even for those who are married, are you ever whole Are you ever whole? Is there ever a moment in your life where you are completely whole?
I can say right now.
Even the
I can say right now.
Even the preachers that are standing up there telling you you got to be whole before you get married. Them jokers ain't whole. Why you think they got why is the wife the helpmate?
To help complete or
that
to
means
help support.
There's something that you're missing that she has to help you with.
We complement each other. So where you're strong at, you know what I'm saying, then I'm more so weak at where I'm weak at, you know, you're strong at. So it's vice versa. It's in strengths and weaknesses. You know, we complement where I'm not so strong in something, you may be strong in that area. It's kind of like you
we're a team.
Yeah, we're a team. It works together, you know what I'm saying? Because literally, if you want to take it biblically, you know what I'm saying, God took a piece of Adam's rib. So that means it took a piece out of him. So that means something is missing from him. And whatever's that's missing, I complete that part. You know.
That's why I say there's no such thing as now, okay, there is
But I get what you're still saying.
Yeah, there is a such thing as, you know what I'm saying, knowing who you are, being confident in who you are. Being confident as you know, as that female or that male. Yes, there's a thing called being confident, but there ain't no thing called being he's whole. If you whole, you don't need nobody. They can't get in.
But I think you should have some idea of who you are. You know, I think my testimony will not be that, you know, Charles, but that's what you want. I totally get it.
He wants somebody that's confident.
He wants somebody that's confident, that loves herself, that knows herself. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should find someone like that. Was not my testimony because I didn't know myself. I didn't love myself. I was a broken piece of mess. And TJ helped build me up. So, you know what I'm saying? So it was great. So, all right, let's see if we can catch up real quick. Encouragement. Ron said, does she have a relationship with God? Okay,
Cameron said, I
want a woman that's intentional on giving me.
Yo! Woo! Yes, sir!
Major,
yes! I want that's mine right there. I wanted somebody who could, I ain't want no headache. I did not want a headache for a wife. I didn't want a headache for a girlfriend.
That's major, Cameron. That's major.
That is huge. So major. That is, dang, that's probably the biggest one.
Ron says, does she have a relationship with God? Okay, so that's not my testimony either. I didn't have a relationship with God.
So yeah,
hard.
That's right, hard. They gotta have that bottom. I don't curse, but you know what I mean. Yes, they gotta have. When they sit down, they gotta sit up high. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You gotta bounce.
Bunday said, "Be real." Okay, Ron said, "Body and everything else that comes after." Lord, hey, Toya.
Mary said, "Determination and goal driven." What Daniel said, but are men intimidated by a whole woman? See, yes,
but that's what Charles wanted. See, you
gotta know Charles though.
You gotta know Charles.
You gotta know Charles. Charles ain't intimidated by.
Charles is not intimidated by a strong woman. But there are some men though that can't handle it.
For Charles, a woman that knows who she is a turn on.
It's a turn on.
I'll put it that way. So Charles is confident with who he is.
And see, ladies, y'all have to remember this is what certain men want. Remember, that's that person, their personality. What TJ want is different from what Hall want, George want, Charles want. You know, it's all different wants. Everybody has their own different style, personality, characteristics, body, physical attractions, you know, mindsets. Everybody has their own thing. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying, women, we're just here to listen. Listen to the comments. Just hey, Bishop Dixon.
And I think I'm going to be honest. I think one of the biggest mistakes that women make when it comes to what men want is you generalize us. Well, like Sherrie said, we're all different. You might have had a bad whatever with the last guy. Mm-hmm. But every guy you meet ain't going to be, intimidated or whatever. There are some men who are confident in who they are and looking for a woman who's confident. Matter of fact, like I was saying with Charles, it turns them on. That's what thrives them. That's what gets them going when they see that woman that's confident in who she is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there are some men who are weak-minded. They get jealous or they get they feel less of the man when their woman is, when she's strong. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there are some men like that. But there are some men who, like I said, it's that butter on top of their corn, man. When that woman when she knows who she is and she walks right and that turns you on.
But okay, and for TJ, you made the comment that you told me the other week. What I love about you is that you know how to hold your own, you know how to be strong, you know how to walk in your own right. Yeah. But you also know how to let me be a man and let me be the man and calm that, So it's that submission thing. A lot of women don't like the submission thing,
You
but
know
it's
how
that
far
way.
to go.
You know how far to go, how far to take it. You can be independent, you can be strong, hold your own, but know when to let a man be a man.
And not only that, but men, it's okay too. You got a woman and she pushes you to be better and better. Mm-hmm. It's okay too to let her know, hey, look, I understand the fact, because I've had this conversation with Sherrie. I understand the fact that you want me to be X, Y, and Z, but you're being too pushy. You gotta back off a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to communicate with your wife to let her know, hey, you gotta chill out a little bit. I get what you're saying, but everything takes time too. So you can't let her push you too fast to do what needs to be done.
Mario, I'm trying to catch up right here. Mario said it was Sherrie swag and fake eyes that got me. I wanted to say that.
Mario, Sherrie gonna get you, man.
Ron said I have the best of both in my queen, Lady Tiffany Ruffner. You better say so. Go ahead and catch up now.
So we got
to all the people that's up here watching, to all my fellas, I need y'all to chime in. What is it that you want when you're looking for your soulmate, or if there's such thing as a soulmate? When you're looking for your wife, or you're looking for your that relationship, or what is it that you're looking in a relationship? What type of things you would like to happen into a relationship? You know what I'm saying?
Mary said, in relationship, opposites attract. Ryan said to be to me, being whole means knowing God first and who He has created you to be, and to be confident that you are ready for a relationship. I will agree with that, Ryan. I will agree with that because I disagree with most people who talk about being whole, like you got to have everything together. There ain't nobody in this world that has everything together, but Jesus Christ.
But I think that's what he back and saying. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
All right. Well, I read Charles, and she cut me off.
I'm sorry.
See, that's how with me and you got to be a checker.
I'm sorry. I was trying to hold it. See, this is why women and men can't be in the same chat about what men want to talk about.
We can be in the same chat, but you just contradicted yourself.
I know. See? I did.
See? That's what we talk about
right
here.
But I meant to that one. I'll take that one.
All right. So Sherrie said, Mary said, Sherrie, I loved your testimony. That's mine as well. Thomas built me up. Right. Charles said, true, yet there's a difference between someone who feels desperate for a relationship with you versus someone who has the self-confidence. And I agree. Yeah, that's what he's saying. He want a woman who knows who she is.
Okay.
All right? Ryan said,
Joanna, if you still up here.
Ryan said, Ryan, what that mean? The donkey. Oh, the butt. Gotcha. the Duke. George said, wanted someone who understood and supported me in ministry. That's important, man. That's very important. I also wanted that too. I didn't mention it earlier. But I wanted somebody who would support me musically. Not necessarily do music, but someone who would support my vision. And I said earlier that I said that's what I wanted, a woman who could sing and all that stuff. But man, once I met Sherrie and
because I know that's about to go a whole different way.
No. I'm being honest. Once me and Sherrie got together for real, and you know what I'm saying, we fell in love with whatever the case is. It didn't even matter.
Sherrie can't sing.
She laughs, but it doesn't even matter to me that she can't. That she's not as fluent musically as I would like her to be. But here's the deal though. So there's people by the Holy Spirit and so forth and so on. So when the Holy Spirit takes over you, you are able to do things that you wouldn't normally do. So this chick, when she's tapped in and she's in the spirit, that chick can hear everything. Matter of fact, her key is C sharp. Be honest with you, she'll hoop, she'll do all that stuff until her flesh come back and was like, yo, you're in the right key. Then she gets scared, and then she's like all over the place. All right, she's like the slime. Anyway, all right.
Paul said all I want to do is zoom.
Yes, all I want to do is zoom. Charles said I've met some whole women who aren't really man. Look, I ain't trying to be funny. So Charles, I'm glad you said that, because when I went through all my little scenarios, whatever the case is, I told God, I said, look, I don't want a girl who's in church. I told him that straight. I said, if you're going to see me a girl who's in church, I ain't trying to do it. I said, I want somebody who's not in church, that I can grow with, that I can, we can minister, we can talk about Christ, so forth, so on, because the style of church that I grew up in, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, I grew up in Church of God in Christ. And most of this is just my testimony. Most of the girls that I knew in Church of God in Christ, and most of the girls I knew that was in church, they thought they knew every darn thing. And so they irritated the life out of me. So I was like, God, I need somebody that's completely different from that. And so he listened, and he sent me somebody that was completely different from that. They had the booty that I wanted, but it was completely different from that. All right, Charles. Okay, Sherrie, Daniel said, Sherrie, I listened. Charles, James, I didn't want somebody. See, that's becoming live by testimony. Skurlock said that was a turn on for me when I saw
she
Sherrie.
Was strong.
She was strong, and she is that definitely.
Yeah.
Charles, same James. That rhyme. Good job, Charles. Same
Bishop
James.
Junior, what you talking about?
I want somebody real, bro. Submission to a man. Daniel said.
We're gonna have to do okay, about 2 years ago we talked about submission, wives submitting to your husbands, Lord Jesus. And a lot of women feel like the word submission is taboo. You know what I'm saying? I guess
most women feel like when they hear the word, they think about being a slave.
Yeah, it's not about being a slave. You really have to know the true definition of what God was saying when he meant about submission. I have no problem submitting to my husband. I've never had a problem submitting to authority.
It's really called respect.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, I consider it as respect. And
because I respect Sherrie.
That's what I'm saying.
We talk about.
You just cut me off that time.
And I did on purpose.
You cut me off
and
that
I'm saying
time.
That
okay.
So look, we always talk about, the Bible talks about wives submit yourself to your husband. And as men, we're supposed to submit ourselves to God. But here's the thing, really, in actuality, both men and women submit to one another. Meaning, I have to respect Sherrie. There has to be a level of submission that I have to my wife. Even though I'm still the man, but it has to be a level of respect that I have for my wife.
Right.
I can't do what I want to do, say what I want to say, act how I want to act, treat her how I want to be, treat her any kind of way. I still have to respect who she is. And that's really the submission. The submission is really respecting your wife or respecting your husband. Yeah. That's really what it is for who they really are. Cameron said,
and not just respect, and respecting who God has called them to
be.
God,
that's good.
Because I respect the authority that God has given you. A lot of people don't respect their order. At the end of the day, God's order is God's order. He does not change his order. At the end of the day, it's God, husband, then wife. That's it. It's not God, wife, then husband. It's God, husband, and wife. Respect that. That's it. That's how it's gonna be, and it's never gonna change. That's his order. And so that means husbands are head of the household. Right. It doesn't change. Especially if you call yourself a Christian and you're serving God. It doesn't change. And so at the end of the day, I respect who God has called him to be, and I submit to that order. I submit to God's order. So if I submit to God's order, I have no problem submitting to his order. Right. Long as he's lying with God.
Right.
Though,
and for men, it's God, wife, then if you got kids, and then everything else.
Yeah.
And here, let me say this. This is submission or submitting is going to be very hard for a quote unquote independent woman. Yeah. Someone who's used to doing things all the way by themselves.
Individual,
individual, but I just used the female. Daniel said submission with the eyes.
Yeah.
It'd be very hard because they're used to doing whatever, being in charge. Being in charge. And once you become married, you're still in charge in some way. But as Sherrie said, if you follow the order of the Bible, that King James Version, that NLV, that NIV, whatever you call it, if you're following the biblical order, then yes, the wife has to submit herself to the husband. But like I said, it's vice versa because the husband also has to be a form of submission too.
Yeah, it's a form of submission. Even it doesn't say it particularly in the Bible verbatim, but the husband has to give his life as Christ gave his life for the church. That means that's a whole nother submission altogether. That means he has to give everything up for his family, for his wife. That's it. And in
submission, it doesn't mean women you step back and be a shadow.
You're right.
That ain't what it is. That's what, and most women when they think about
submission, it means weak.
If I'm wrong, then please y'all help me out here. Most women when they think about submission, they think about they got to step back and be a shadow to their husband. They got to be this little timid mess. No. Why in the world do we want a strong woman for her to sit back and be timid? That ain't what we asking her to be. Not at all. We just saying, look, as according to the Bible, God has deemed me head. You can still be who you are. And that's the thing when it comes to a man knowing who he is. That woman can still be that confident woman that she is. She ain't got to step back and be this little shadow of anything.
It's knowing when to be strong and when not to be.
No, it's still for the man. When I met Sherrie, I wasn't affectionate. So I had to learn, honestly, and it ain't sad to say, but she had to teach me how to be affectionate, which was great because now I got 3 daughters. You know what I'm saying? But even as a man, I got to know when to stand up and be the man, but I also got to know when to, when to be, what's the word I want to use? To be not sensitive.
Yeah.
Is the word.
You tap into your sensitive side.
I got to know when to be sensitive. And it all makes me who I am. You just got to know when to do what and how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Cameron has a question. He said, is there a time that you reevaluate what you want and settle for what you get? You want to answer that first?
The question is there a time when you reevaluate? Do you mean while you're married or before you get married, Cameron? we'll keep going on until you answer. So yes, you mean you already married or before you get married?
I think some people already. Yeah.
Submission to what? Ryan said submission is a cuss word. In some homes, you're right, man.
We behind because we were talking.
All right. Jones said I'm here for comments. James said I was a broken man and needed someone that knew how to be patient with me and to know how to build me up. Yep. And you know what, man? Honestly, Hall, that's hard to admit. It takes a real man to be able to admit that, because most men, when you hear about being broken, it's always geared towards a woman being broken. But you never really hear most people, most preachers or whatever talk about men being broken. And it takes a real man to be able to admit that, man.
Yeah.
I salute you on that. Scarlett said it's true. Them contacts called Jesus will take care of your soul. I need someone to go have. Yes, sir. But it said I had to understand what it means to be submissive and to trust who I had submitted to.
Be submissive
right.
to.
Mary said I'm churchy, and he isn't. You're right about that, Mary. Ryan said, right, not everything together at all, but has foundation to build on.
Hey, Mama Arnetta.
Hey, Mama. Charles says, yeah. No, Charles, we don't want to do that tonight.
I'll sing, check
no,
it. I'll sing.
No, we don't want to do that.
Hey, Tierra. Hey, Mama Diane.
James said, I'm with you, Sherrie. Wish I could sing. Oh, yeah. Come through, right. Church God of Christ. Got you.
I got you.
Dave says, I don't mind that I am just waiting for a man strong enough to take his place. And God shows me I can trust that.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, right. Mecca.
So, if you cameras, you still up here? He said before. Okay. Reevaluate before. Why wouldn't you reevaluate? Why wouldn't you? Because once you get married, man, it is supposed to be, according to the Bible, it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be final. You know what I'm saying? So you should evaluate, reevaluate, evaluate some more. And I wouldn't necessarily say settle, because over time, especially when you get married, over time, you evolve to different people.
That's what I was waiting. I was waiting to see what you was gonna say, because I was going to say you grow as you get older. The things you like change. You evolve. You grow. So things you wanted at maybe 16, you don't want them at 26. Those you wanted at 26, you don't want it at 36.
Right.
Times change, things change, and so you always reevaluating things that you like and what you don't like. Some standards stick, and some standards don't stick. They change. And I wouldn't say much it was settling. Would you say you settled for me because I couldn't sing?
No.
I wasn't musically inclined.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't think there's no such thing as a perfect person.
Right.
I think this is just my personal opinion. I think that that's going to always not necessarily settle, but there's going to always be some things that's going to outweigh the other. Okay, well, she can't sing, but she can do, and that's someone out of a list of 10. She can't sing, or she has an issue, or she has, I won't say she can't sing because she can, when the spirit hit, but the spirit got to hit. I mean, the spirit got to be hot.
My chief apostle's child.
But on a list of 10 things, one thing she can't do. Do I throw away them other good 10 that she had, the other good 9 that she has, because that one is missing? No. You can, yes, I've quote unquote, you want to call it settled. I've said, I don't care about you not being able to sing like others can. Mm-hmm. That doesn't matter to me, because you offer me so many other things that, I can sing if I want to sing my own self. You know what I'm saying? Or put it on a CD if I want to. Or
and you got 3 girls that sing for you.
I got 3 girls that can sing. So you're going to constantly be reevaluating. Like, that's the whole, we constantly reevaluate our marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Each year we reevaluate, or we evaluate, okay, what did we do in 2019? What could we have done different? Or how could I act different? And what can I improve? X, Y, and Z.
Yeah,
so
what can I improve?
You're going to constantly be evaluating. Constantly.
Yeah, I think that should be something that should be talked about before marriage and during marriage. I think it's something that should be constantly going on. So, there has to be an outweigh.
Yeah.
So, so guys, when you're in a relationship, what is it that, that you want when you're in a relationship? I think the thing a lot of times, hey Pamela, I think a lot of times,
balance, yes ma'am.
Life happens, children happen, jobs happen, and it seems like if something is not going too good, men tend to keep they tend to be quiet more so. For instance, I can honestly say when we went through a rough time, you kind of shut away. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to figure out what exactly is going through your mind at that time. So when you're in a relationship and everything's going great, what is on your mind then? And when you're in a relationship and things are not going so good, what is on your mind then? I get it.
Well, for me, when we was going through that rough time, I needed some time to. I didn't talk about it because I didn't really know what to say.
Right.
Like I was caught in especially when we lost Lila. Yeah. I was caught in a state of I was in a state of shock. Mm-hmm. So I really didn't know what to say. So I just didn't say anything at all because I was trying to process what the heck was going on, because it was like during that time. Have you guys ever been in a position where, you know, you got hit with something and then you got hit again? It was a back-to-back hits, and that's how it was. It was just like if it was one thing after another. So I was trying to get my footing. I was trying to see, you know what, how can I, you know, what can I do to get us back to where we need to be? How could I be there for y'all? Mm-hmm. How could I get myself together? How could I heal? How could I become better? It was a whole lot of stuff going through my mind. So I was trying to process how to go about becoming a better me.
So during that time, what is it that you want from me? You know, for those that are up here and you're going through some rough times in a relationship, or you're going through a rough time in your marriage, not more so your marriage, it's just a life situation. The marriage is fine, but what is it that you want during that time? What is going through your mind?
What I wanted from you at that time was to allow me to be human. Okay. Allow me to be an individual. Allow me to be me. Allow me to be comfortable in not having to be Superman. Allow me to be transparent. That's the word.
Okay.
This is who I am, this strong man. I am this confident man. But in the midst of me being this strong man, there is some weakness in me. Right. And it's not necessarily weakness, but hey, right now, I don't know. And I told you that. Mm-hmm. Because since me and Sherrie's been together, I've always known my next move. And it got to a point where I got tired of having to, quote unquote, hold this facade. Having to hold this facade about I got the answers to everything. One day I just simply told her, look, here's the deal. At this point in time in our marriage, at this point in time in our relationship, at this point in time in my life, I don't know. I said, now, that's not an excuse for me not to try to figure out how to get out of what we in. But at this point in time, I don't know. And I believe that because I was honest with her and told her that I didn't know, I think what did it do when I told you that I didn't have an answer for what was in? How did you feel at that point in time?
I was fine with it. I was relieved, because the thing about a woman, we're constantly talking because we're getting what's in us out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we're emotionally driven by, we have to verbalize it. And so when we see our men going through something, we want you to verbalize it, and we just want to hear what you're saying. We're not trying. See, the thing is, y'all are fixers. Men are solutionists. They want to solve everything and they want to fix it. That's innately in you. Listen, no. Hear my point. That's in you. Where that's not in me. So what I'm looking for is you just tell me what's wrong. That's all I'm looking for. I'm just looking for you to tell me what's wrong. And so when you finally voiced it and told me, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm living, and I don't know what I next step, then I'm like, okay.
But that's the thing.
All right, we'll figure it out.
I couldn't tell you what was wrong because I didn't know what was wrong. Because there was so much stuff going on. And my silence didn't indicate that I didn't want to tell you how I felt. My silence was saying, I don't know what in the world's going on. So until I figure out what's going on, I really don't have an answer for you right now.
Yeah, okay.
And my answer to you, when I gave you an answer, my answer was,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. So, all right. So, Charles says, speaking of evolving over time, I don't think everyone was meant to get married early. I feel like I'm in a better headspace now than I've ever was for marriage. I thought I did, but I probably would have messed up a good marriage had I gotten married as young as you guys. What I thought I wanted in
Thank you for calling us young, man. Thank you for calling. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we were 27, but yeah, thank you. It didn't really it didn't compliment me. George said communication is everything.
He said communicate about everything.
I know.
He said, right?
Lord Charles got a lot to say. In a relationship, I want a real friend.
That's important, man.
Okay.
Sherrie's my best friend.
Yeah. So the reason I say I'm attracted to a woman who doesn't need me is because if a woman wants what is best for you, whether you work out or not, that woman really loves you. Her desire isn't just to have a man and that man to give her a ring and some babies, but she just enjoys life with you and wants you both to enjoy life. And that's the type of woman that will love you in your transparent.
Yeah.
I like that, Charles. Yeah. Charles, once again, when are you writing your book, boy?
Something, dude. Hey, man, look, we got to get up, man, because I know you here in Durham. I'm the music teacher now, man. Just started on January the 21st. I just became the music teacher at Bethesda Elementary. Oh, he said something else too.
Yeah. I don't know if Cameron is still up here, but I thought did cross my mind. But for whoever's up here, if you do have a certain expectation for a wife or a girlfriend, whatever, because we were talking about earlier, you know, if you have certain things that you're looking for and one of those things are not up there, do you have a deal breaker? You know what I'm saying? Like, because some people's like, she got to be all into sex. And if she not all into sex, having sex every day, then I can't be with her. You see what I'm saying? Is there like a deal breaker? For those that are dating, I think I'm curious to that. Is there like a deal breaker? You know what I'm saying? Pam. Okay, go ahead.
Pam said, it bothers me when a man doesn't share his real true feelings, tend to isolate themselves because of whatever the situation may be. I prefer him to deal with and confront head on. We're back. All right. So I hope for those who
still up here, we're still hanging in here.
The connection was a little stinking.
Okay.
We got 12. All right.
All right.
So for Pam, I hope you're still up here. If not, you can go back and check it. You said sometimes, like I was telling Sherrie earlier, sometimes as men, like I said, Sherrie said, most of us as men, we're Mr. Fix It. That's what we're looking for, to fix a thing. And then sometimes when we don't know, when there's not a fix-it answer, as I want to say, when there's not a fix-it answer, sometimes we're left in lingo because we're so used to, I gotta fix it, I gotta fix it, I gotta fix it.
Right.
And when we don't know how to fix it, that kind of throws us off. We're kind of discombobulated. So sometimes, like I said, some men, they just don't talk. But most of the time, it's because we don't know what to say. We don't know, because our answer is not a I know how to fix the problem. That's why I was saying with Sherrie how I just came out flat out. I tried to think of every way to get us out of it. I tried to think of every solution, and the only solution I had was, I don't know.
Yeah, but as a woman though, it frustrates us when the men don't talk. But we also have to understand the nature of a man.
Of how we
built.
What
I'm saying? How they're built. You know what I'm saying? Because we're so busy expecting something. We're so busy wanting them to do what we want them to do that we don't allow them to be the man or the human that they are and figure through their feelings and figure through their emotions. They're trying to figure it all out. And when a man, what I've learned from TJ and certain men, that when they start dealing in uncharted territory that they're not used to or they can't fix or whatever, they're not in charge of per se, because God is dealing with them. They don't know how to verbalize it. They don't know what to say. There are some times that we are in real life situations that will render us speechless, and we just don't know what to say, period.
And so I see that you already seen, Pam, I see you already seen Hall's comment, which is good to hear from another man. He said, I understand what Pam is saying, Pamela is saying, but sometimes it's best for us to take a minute to work through our thoughts.
Yeah.
For me, it's best for me to take a step back and think through, because the way my attitude is set up, it's best for me to take the time out. Because
but what I also said though, when you was going through all that and you finally did tell me the truth or whatever, I said, well, all you had to say was, baby, give me a minute to get this together. I don't know what is going on right now, but just give me a minute. Like, I think the thing is, for women, we're just looking for something. Like I said earlier.
But you also got to understand the nature of a man. That's what you want to hear. But if we don't, like I said, our mind is innately created, made up to fix it. So even when you want to hear me say, well, baby, just give me a minute, at that point in time, I don't know what to say at all. Like, I don't know what to say because
I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to say, just give me some space, or just give me a minute, or just let me breathe, or something.
Yeah, but also at the same time, you want us to be verbal. You should also know the man. So if he's quiet, if he's not saying there's a reason why he's quiet, maybe you're gonna have to take women. You have to take the responsibility upon yourself to say, you know what? Maybe I need to give him some space. Especially if you know your man, if you know that he's used to, having the answers. Sometimes you just will simply have to say, you know what, let me give him some space. Because you know what, when he's ready, he'll come and talk to me. Right. Instead of us having, even though you want me to come and say, hey, look, give me some space when I'm ready to talk about it. Because honestly, and then the thing is too, as a man, we don't know how y'all gonna respond when we say that, because we don't know if y'all get an attitude. When you want some space, then you can have our space you want. We don't know. We don't know. And if we're already in a place of I don't know, we're already in a place of frustration. We don't need more frustration from you too.
Right.
So we just keep quiet until we're in a place where we can verbalize how we feel.
Right. So Charles says, I agree with Hall and TJ. Speaking too soon doesn't always help. Words are more powerful than most folks understand. If a man is talking in the midst of sorting his thoughts out, it can cause more harm.
It can, because people say this. Words don't hurt. That's a lie. That is a lie. Words do hurt. Once you say them things, I don't care how much you say you sorry, you apologize. That you can't take that jump back. Yeah. If I say some hurtful crap to Sherrie, I can tell her, "Oh, baby, you the greatest thing ever." You tell me that what I said to her ain't gonna keep coming back to her mind.
And that's the truth.
It is. So yeah, so that's the thing. As a man, when you say something, you want to make sure because your word has weight, and we want to make sure when we say something that it's on point, because we can't take it back. Yeah. And in a marriage, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about submission and so forth and so on, in the marriage, the woman can do whatever she want to do, and folk will, but that man make a mistake. I promise you, they gonna drag that joker through the mud. Why he didn't do this? Why you didn't? All day long, from the family to the church folks to everybody. And when she get mad at you, she gonna throw it back in your face too. Well, you should have did this, and you should have. I promise you, it will never live it down. So, women have wives have very hard jobs. But doggone it, if a man ain't got a hard one too.
I think both of us are equally hard. And everybody try to outweigh the other who does.
My statement.
No, I was talking about. I'm talking about from other views. I'm not talking about what you're saying. Right. I'm just saying a lot of people tend to say being a woman is harder than being a man, and then some people. I just think both of them hard. I think they're hard in their own right.
Because husband and wife, we play. We have, each one of us we play different roles.
Yeah.
Charles said, words create. Yes, they do. Words create structure in a relationship. So you want to build bridges for communication, not walls for misunderstanding. That's it, man. Pam said, yes, sis. We're just looking for something instead of nothing at all.
That's the truth, Miss Pamela. God know that is
okay, true. Got you, Charles and Raleigh. Congratulations, man. George said, that's true, TJ.
That's it.
I have to be intentional with my presentation. Be prayerful before and say something. I'm sorry, George. Being prayerful before I say something is key. Yeah, we gotta. We can't be, as men, we cannot be careless in our actions and careless in our words. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Once we say it, it has to be on it. James said, because honestly, you might not be able to handle that's it, Hall. This is it right here. Because honestly, you might not be able to handle the thoughts that are going through our minds at first. So to keep from that argument, and misunderstanding, it's best to be quiet. When we lost Leela, I told Sherrie, even though she told me she came back and said she won't know how to listen to me, but I had told Sherrie for I think about 2 days. I told Sherrie, I said, look, I got so many thoughts going through my head. I said, so for the next couple of days, I'm gonna tell you what's really in my mind. And I said, I'm not gonna do anything that I'm telling you about. I'm just letting you know what's going through my mind. And some of the stuff that I was telling her, it kind of freaked her out a little bit. To the point where she was like, look, baby, I love you. But the next time something happened, now this is what she told me, y'all. She said, I love you. She said, but the next time something happened, don't tell me what's in your mind, because it's scary. That's what she told me. So that's why I'm saying, before I say something, I got to process and I got to think through it.
Go ahead. Daniel said, I agree, it's hard for both. I feel the pressure of being a black woman every day. Hall comes back and says, especially dealing with a black woman.
Black woman, brown woman, pink woman, orange woman. Black women are the most disrespected group.
Most times by the black man.
Danielle, now I'm gonna be honest, since you already said that. You said black women are the most disrespected group most time by a black man. Well, let me flip that. Black men are some of the most disrespected of the group sometimes by black women. So it goes both ways. Black men need to stop disrespecting black women, and black women need to start disrespecting black men. It goes both ways. Because for a black man, we have it hard because we're supposed to be Superman. We're supposed to do everything right. We can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? People are dragging us through the mud, saying how much of a deadbeat father we are and all this other stuff. So we have as a real black man, we have a hard plight. So we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff to deal with, as well as the black female. Oh, I'm not even gonna say black, just women in general, men in general. You know what I'm saying? So I think both need to give each other a break. My honest opinion.
I agree.
George said, "Look, I am a very straightforward person with no filter. You really are, George. No filter. But Trivia had to check me. Thank you, Trivia. Not what you say, but how you say it. That's what they always say, man. It's not what you say, but it's how you say it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's always how you say it, man. Because I can tell Sherrie, Sherrie, baby, look, I love you and all, but I really didn't like, what you said. I thought you could have said it a different way. Versus me saying, look, I ain't like what you said. You could have said it differently. A kind word turns away wrath. All right? So it's all about your intonation, your diction. It's all about how your tone. It's all about your cacophony of words. It's all about how you say that thing, man, because your word, man, I guess I can say it to woo her to the bed, and I can say it and woo myself to the couch. Either way, and I ain't sleeping on nobody's couch, but I'm just using it for the one who wives put their husbands on the couch. All right?
Well, tonight...
That's right, Treva. You got to keep George in line. George got that rattlesnake tongue.
I appreciate everybody.
Keita, you came in just in time to see us log off.
And Mecca.
And Mecca.
Mecca, when are you being too silent? I'm a natural fixer, so I'm always looking to solve problems. How do you know when to break the silence and say something to help them figure out what's going on in their mind? I hope that made sense. Laugh out loud. You want to answer or you want me to take a stab at it?
Since if she may ask, you ask.
Okay, Mecca. If you're in a relationship, like me and TJ said earlier, you tend to grow with that person. So you tend to know what they like, what they don't like, their moods, they swing. You literally learn their love language and their behavior. You know what I'm saying? So, like TJ just said earlier, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it's also about timing. Because I get what you're saying. As a woman, I want to fix it for TJ sometimes. Sometimes I want to help him think it. I want to put the words there so he can figure it all out.
This is called being pushy.
To him, it's being pushy. Some people say it's nagging or whatever. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes
it sounds like Byron.
Sometimes I get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
School teacher.
But what I can say though is that sometimes you have to calm yourself down, calm your emotions down. Like we said earlier, let them figure it all out. Give them that space. But even if they do open up just a little bit, if the conversation is it's a nice mood, it's all about timing. So if it's a nice mood, it's a nice conversation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can simply slide in there, baby, you okay? Is there anything on your mind? I noticed that, you seem a little distant lately. Are you all right? Is there anything you want to talk about? And if they say no, you got to try to kind of respect it. You know what I'm saying? You can try to ease your words in there, but you can't give all your words. You just can't come out and say, well, baby, I just noticed you just been distant lately. You ain't said anything. You just been real moody. You can't come at them like that. You can't come at them because they most definitely going to shut down. But it's a way you do it, and it's a timing. It's really about timing. So, it's hard to say because you have to know your partner. You have to know your spouse.
You know those that you label them.
You really do. You have to learn them, their behaviors, their moods. You got to learn all that stuff, and it kind of works with it. Sometimes you could be a little forceful. It kind of helps. Sometimes stepping back works great. It's all about timing.
Good. Thanks, Bundy. We enjoy coming up here.
So for those who have chimed in, especially my Chuck, I do thank everybody, for the guys who everything say my husband, of course. What do men want?
I mean, you know
what I'm saying? No. See, that's the problem right there. I just wanted to hear from the guys tonight. I really did. I'm glad that the women did come up
Thank you, ladies.
and did chime in. But I wanted to hear their thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Because we're always telling the men what we want. But do they ever get a chance to really voice what they want? You know
what? And as a matter of fact, look, wives, or go and ask your husband, what does he really want?
Yeah.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
What he wanted when you guys first got married, it may not be what he want now. You know, because he's gotten older, his bones ain't like they used to be, and he might not be able to get up like he used to either. So, but I'm just saying, because we evolve, we change. We some things we like, some things we don't. Matter of fact, I employ every couple that's up here. Have that conversation with your husband. Have that conversation, period. And then, husband, you have that conversation with your wife. You know, look, baby, what do you want? I know, you used to like X, Y, and we first got married, but what do you like now? What can I do now to make you happy? What do I need to do more of? What do I need to do less of? You know what I'm saying? What areas I need to improve in? What areas am I fine in? So, but yeah, give him the opportunity to tell you what he likes and what he don't like.
Whatever area it may be in.
Help him, free him is what I'm saying. Free him, because like you're saying, y'all said y'all want us to talk and verbalize how we feel. But my thing is also, you want us to talk and verbalize how we feel. But the question is, are you willing to handle what we verbalize?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, can you handle what we verbalize?
And can the man trust you enough to be vulnerable to you and tell you what they need to tell you, and you don't throw it back in their face?
When you get angry to your girlfriends,
or you go rant to your girlfriends about what they said, you know what I'm saying, or you feel some type of way. Like you said, can you handle it? The thing about a man, one thing I've learned about my husband, that, you know what I'm saying, or men, period, is that they're fragile. You know what I'm saying? They can be very strong, but they're very fragile, just like we are. Our heart can get broken real easily by something that's said. But men, they take loyalty. Loyalty is a high standard. You know what I'm saying? They need a woman that's loyal. Can I trust you? Because it's either make or break. You know what I'm saying? If I trust you with my weakness, if I trust you with my vulnerable moment, you know what I'm saying, or situation, can I trust you to hold that? Because as a man, I'm already have to stand up here and be this person for you. But if I come down just a little bit and tell you that I'm having a weak moment, as a woman, can you hold that weight? And can you help build him back up? Because that's the thing. We're supposed to be here to help each other. We're supposed to be to help lift each other up. Because there's going to be times where one is going to be uplifted, one is not going to be uplifted. And it's not going to be always the man trying to uplift the woman. The woman has to also know how to uplift her husband or uplift her boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, potential to be husband, you know what I'm saying? Fiance, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a certain way to handle your man. And the question is to the women, do you know how to handle your man? Do you know how to stroke his ego? Do you know how to pump him up and make him feel good? Do you know how to give him positive affirmations versus negative annotations to say that he don't know what he's doing, or connotations that he don't know what he's doing, you know what I'm saying, or the lack thereof of what he's not doing. You know what I'm saying? We as women, we have to take in consideration just as much as they have to take in consideration to us.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so...
All right, so guys, look, man, we are elated. We are excited that you guys, and we're grateful that you guys chose to join us tonight again.
Yes.
For another edition of Thursday Love.
Yes.
It's gonna be plenty more. We can still be, like we said, we're gonna do some more great things.
Yes.
Thursday Love, as you see now, we look different than we used to look in the times past, and probably will look clearer than we did the last time, because we are updating our technology. So God is doing some great things in our technological areas. Mm-hmm. So look, man, once again, we thank you guys for joining us. You guys tune in again next week, man, for another Thursday Love. We'll be here smiling and profiling, as Ric Flair said, styling and profiling.
Jesus,
come on, you don't watch WWF or doing WWE or NWA or...
I pray that everyone has a safe night and a safe morning tomorrow. I pray now that I speak against all accidents, God, in the name of Jesus, God, for those who have to travel to work tomorrow. In the name of Jesus, cover their cars, cover the wheels, God, cover the other drivers, God, in the name of Jesus, God, that they get to their destination safely. So y'all be safe out there. It may not be much snow, but it is getting cold. It's below freezing, and it's ice, and ice is tricky. So,
and I speak to those that are going to be home tomorrow, that you have fun and relax and enjoy yourself, and poke fun at your spouse that got to go to work.
You better not poke fun at me.
I ain't going to do it so you can see I'm a solid poke.
Anyway,
see y'all.
Y'all have a great night.